Either way, I'm going to make sure we hit all the points. So, yep. Okay. Purpose. So I'm basically going to be reading off of mine on here, even though this one's up here, and tell you if there's anything missing from this. All right. Basically, this is for any of your BSO 18 activities. This is going to apply to. And shipboard and Marine Corps field medical units. But shipboard and Marine Corps field medical units are going to have to adjust what they can based off of the area they're operating in. For those that have been on ships or FMF, you know what I'm talking about. For instance, if you ever seen sterile processing on a ship, definitely not anything like you would see on the shore side. Right? They don't have a clear separation between clean and dirty, and there's just kind of different parameters. They can't control the humidity, like in a hospital. They can't do that in a field environment as much, so they kind of have to tailor to be as most safe as possible, but can't make those all the same regulations with it, if that makes sense. Hold on one second, guys. I have everybody in here. Is everybody in here now? It was automatically adding you guys in earlier. I don't know why it's not doing that now. Alright. Context infection control applies to all shipboard Marine Corps units. Okay. Healthcare Associate Program covers all aspects. Okay. It is required that every command has a designated infection preventionist, 1.0 FTE. If anybody knows what that is, it's a full-time equivalent. Okay, so you know how I talked about Dimmer's eye goes into the manning for every command? Every command based off of the patient population you have is designated a certain FTE for that role, right? So you'll have a case manager, providers, your behavioral health, and your infection preventionist, right? It's based off of whatever size that facility is, okay? Sometimes, and those are usually equated to a money amount. Sometimes people give them discounts. So like, say you have an IDC or a provider that has to do admin also. They give like, I think, a 0.5 admin discount to that FTE to where you can still have that time designated for that. Because everything is time allotted hours when it comes to FTEs. It's 40 bookable hours for each FTE. Okay. Training, okay, so this is one of those programs why it's also annual, okay? Infection control, if it's not addressed, the new changes all the time. Somebody could get hurt, patient safety could be compromised. So since it's a severe program, it is expected on an annual basis. I hate this PowerPoint. I hope you're going through the power of what we have up right here. BUMED infection control consultants, okay? BUMED M3/5. Okay, I told you your C&O codes are N's. Your BUMED codes are M's. So M3/5 is your BUMED infection control consultant. Their main responsibility that you'll see on the test is they maintain the HAIPC database. Okay, that database tracks all mishaps, near misses, and everything in the system for each command so that they can develop a data analysis on better ways, recommended practices to prevent patient safety issues from occurring.
This infection prevention.
Say again?
The first bullet point, right? Or what was you referring to?
Yeah, see, that's why I said I don't like this slide here. I was referring to the BUMED infection control consultant, which they do not have on this slide.
Okay.
right. So, but these slides I'm talking about, you guys do have on you that I've sent you all. Okay. So that one, the BUMED infection control consultant, the M3 M5, maintains the HAIPC database. All right. This is the FTEs I was talking about. Each inpatient MTF should have infection prevention position to a 1.0 FTE to oversee the program. Okay? As you see here, it's based off of the configuration. So 1 FTE per 100 acute care beds and 30 to 40 ICU beds. So say you have 200 acute beds, how many FTEs are going to be allotted? 2. Okay? And then freestanding DTFs for up to 200,000 ambulatory care and dental visits per year has 1.0 FTE for that, for infection control. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to hit on what I have here for definitions. Okay. Communicable disease. Okay, this has been on the test before. An illness due to a specific infectious agent or toxin or toxic products which arise through transmission of that agent from an infection person to animal. So they're getting infected through an animal itself or an inanimate reservoir. What did we talk about yesterday with Martinez? Huh? Yeah, so you got mosquitoes, you got rats, you got things that carry on these diseases, and then you get that disease from whatever that is, right? Big one that people know about, swine flu. Ever heard about swine flu way back when? Same concept. Okay? All right, critical, non-critical, and semi-critical. Easiest way to know it, okay? So, non-critical, as you see here, does not ordinarily touch the patient or touch only intact skin, okay? So, stuff that this would be: blood pressure cuffs, x-ray vests, right? These are things that can be wiped down with cavi wipes, right? Semi-critical, these devices contain mucous membranes or they contact mucous membranes or non-intact skin. So they contact it, but they don't penetrate inside it. Okay? So if you see here, we have, that's kind of like the explorers or the probes when you see in dental where they're touching your gums, but they're not puncturing inside of it. That is a semi-critical device. Okay? Critical devices is just your most invasive devices that go inside the body, your body cavities. And these are the ones that require sterilization for it to be taken care of. Okay, we're on the same slides here. All right. Begin each day with a hand wash of 15 seconds. That's a test question. 15 seconds. So another one is a test question. With CFUs. Okay? Water has to have less than 500 colony-forming bacteria units for it to be safe to drink. All right. Flushing water. This is for dental. You're going to see a lot of dental stuff on here. All right. Flush water and air for 20 to 30 seconds after each patient. Okay? Now, that's after each patient. Does anybody know what the time frame is? There's my dental tech in here. What's the time frame at the beginning and end of each day? A minute. So a minute, beginning and the end of each day, 20 to 30 seconds in between patients.
We didn't talk about the what is it, ultra-centrifugation in this chapter?
H1, you said before and after?
Yep. Say what?
I guess they asked something about.
1 minute at the beginning of the step and 1 minute at the end of the step?
Yeah. Yes.
Ultra-centrifugation. They asked something about that with their stuff.
Someone ultrasonic?
Yeah, it was like 15 minutes.
Yeah, we'll go over that in a minute. That one's on here for you'll see it for the continuous time they have to run the ultrasonic.
That's what it was.
All right, your lab work form, which is on the test, is DD form 2322. Not your 1222, because that one is your pest infestation log. Your 2322 is your laboratory work form for dental lab. And they are separated into 3 areas that's been on the test: receiving, production, and repair. Receiving, production, and repair. Oh, I guess ultrasonic isn't on this PowerPoint. But it's running it for 10 to 15 minutes is for the ultrasonic. And there's the foil test that goes with it. Foil test to make sure the ultrasonic's working. So you put a piece of foil in there. So how the ultrasonic works is it works by heat, and it vibrates at a very fast speed to where it penetrates and knocks off all the debridement off the instruments. It's the same device that they use to clean your rings. If you ever go to a jewelry shop, you'll hear the same machine going off. Okay, so the foil test is putting a piece of foil in there, and if there's holes that are penetrating through the foil, then the ultrasonic actually works. Foil test has been on the test before, so I want to tell you that's what you use for it. Radiology, okay, disinfect the chair at least daily, and then change surface barriers after each patient. Any questions about this chapter? It's a very boring and bland chapter, but there it is.